and thank you for keeping me company today. At least I hope you will over the next little bit. 21st of December. Holidays are, well, countdown to Christmas, December 25th, 4 days. How you doing? We're going to help you maybe with some holiday, well, too late to get these items. I got to be fair, too late to get these items in time for Christmas. But, hey, if you're doing what I've been doing, and that's just looking at things for me now. I was telling Stephanie, who works behind the scenes here, I spent most of yesterday. I'm going to be honest, I was channel surfing, seeing what our competition was up to. A good deal's a good deal, and, well, didn't buy anything, but fun to see what's going on out there. Anyway, what do we have here? We have, how do I explain the theme of this?
Oh, we're all over the place?
Yeah, we're all over the place. That's the honest answer. We really are. We are going to have everything from throws and footstools to knives and lamps and rugs and everything and anything possible. I think it's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a good time. We are Shop LC. If you're seeing this live stream saying, who are these people? We are Shop LC. For the better part of almost 15 years, I guess now, we have been a television shopping network broadcasting around the country, into Canada as well. We just started a few days ago on a television station in Canada.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
Nobody tells me anything.
Overnights from 11 p.m. to, I don't know, 7 a.m. or something, there's a TV station in New Brunswick, Canada, that carries our show. Because we deliver to Canada. So if you're watching this, because the live streams are possibly anywhere, we do deliver to Canada as well. Now, television shopping network. Been in business even longer than that as a jewelry manufacturer. I don't have any jewelry this morning, but usually we have some jewelry in them. Do I?
Shungai.
Oh, that's right. Okay, there is some Shungai that's right over here, as a matter of fact, in the show. And we've been making jewelry for the better part of about 40 years now, and as a television shopping network, about 15 or so. You can check out our website if you want to really go into more detail, shoplc.com. That was random. Oh, actually.
What just happened?
No, it's funny you had that up there.
What?
That's the biography for our guest who brings in this oil that I was just looking at over here that I'm in love with. We don't have it in the show.
We can do it.
But I'll be happy to mention this because I have been using this 2 months now, I guess. It was one of the first shows I did when I came back. It's Moringa of Haiti oil. Let me just show you this. And this is the guy that's behind it. He was either on Shark Tank or an audition for Shark Tank. There's a Shark Tank connection somewhere with this guy. But anyway, so he makes, this is a cold pressed moringa oil. He does castor oil and he does moringa oil. And you can find this on our website. Get it, use it. In fact, my hands are a little dry actually. I'm going to, it's a sealed bottle. I don't want to open it up. Should I?
Yeah.
Okay, why not? Because I had just put some of this on my face this morning. And I need some for my hands here. This is a cold pressed oil that is good for not just moisturizing your skin, it is good for healing. In fact, I'm just going to read, it's too small, you wouldn't be able to see it on air. Our moringa oil is cold pressed from organic seeds grown on the family's farm in southwest Haiti. This is the only place in the world where these can grow because of the climate and everything is just perfect for it. The pure moringa oil is a wonderful addition to your anti-aging regime and great for your overall health. Because this has anti-inflammatory properties. It is good for 3 to 5 drops in your skin, on your hair. Well, I'll pass on that. But if you want to help a wound that you have in healing, it is fantastic for that. I have this little scar here on my hand. I've been applying it to that, and I'm telling you that scar is getting better. And I've had this scar for 7 years now. And this is going to feel so wonderful.
And that's 101. We've got to hit. Oh, my.
Oh, there. Yes, seriously. I'm the biggest skeptic in the world. This is an actual before and after of this woman. I can't remember what the injury was here or the trauma, but by using the moringa oil, I mean, that's night and day, isn't it? And so these are just some of the benefits of this oil. Now, it's $29.99 on the website. I think that's what it was when I sold it at, so it's not on clearance. The item number is 7473565. Oh man, this is the best stuff. Absolutely the best stuff. It's not, because when I think of oil, you think greasy, and it doesn't stay greasy on. Your skin just kind of drinks it in. And these seeds that he grows, it's a family farm in Haiti. He grows this, he grows castor as well, which is another great oil. And for the anti-inflammatory properties as well. Now, that's something I haven't dealt with yet, but I just love it on my skin. I love how my skin feels with it. I use it on my face every single morning. But that's get this. This was not planned.
It was not, no.
I swear. I saw it sitting over there about 20 minutes ago, and I was just thinking, well, I just used this morning. I love this. And then his picture comes up, so I guess it was meant to be. It was somehow in the cards that we present this. Again, it's not something you can order just by putting anything in the chat. I'll give you the item number again.
No, 101.
Oh, 101, we have
had
added.
Yesterday I was able to just...
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sold 101. If you want to now on Instagram, you're not going to be able to, for reasons I can't even go into, but just item number 74735565 if you want to go to the website and order it that way. TikTok, you have the little link up there. I was doing a live stream. I was on air. Might have been my first live stream actually a couple months ago, 2.5, whatever it was. And my boss, Shiksa, brought out to DJ this package and just said, this is for Shawn. I didn't know what it was. Turns out it was the samples of this product that I was going to be selling that next week with Marva. And been using it every day ever since. Love it, love it, love it. Get it. The reviews are, I didn't even look at the reviews. Product is amazing. 4.6 after 20 reviews. That's still at 4.6 stars, which is great. Using it for a couple of weeks, my skin is so soft and hydrated. So glad I ordered it. I love how plump and silky this makes my neck and face feel. My new favorite. Product feels great on my skin. Wow, I like this oil. My skin seems to like it a lot. These would have been reviews actually, the ones I just read from after the presentation I did with Marva, because that was late October, so that's when the product would have shipped to our customers and they would have received it. So that would have been the show. Oh man, that does. For some reason, I don't know why, I have this weird thing I always have where my knuckles get really dry, and boom, just like that, solves the problem. So anyway, moringa oil, get it. You will love that.
What's the smell like?
Doesn't really. It's got maybe kind of a nutty smell. It's nothing by any means with a strong fragrance. Until you asked, I never even thought about it.
Yeah.
Kind of nutty.
Some people are weird about smells.
No, that's a good point.
I don't smell anything.
Yeah, it really doesn't have any sort of a fragrance that I've ever been able to identify. But I love the product. And the guest is fantastic. He's a great, next time he's on, if you get a chance, watch him, because he goes into the whole story again. The family farm, he's actually in New York now. Harvest the nuts in Haiti, only place in the world that these particular ones grow. Cold pressed. I'm just trying to work from memory here, but I love it. That's the main thing. I love it, and you will love that. I don't want to universally endorse something like that, saying you will love that unless I really believe it. You will love that. I'm telling you, you will love that. Anyway, what's going on here? Where were we supposed to start the show?
We're gonna just kind of. This is something that they put in here, and I didn't know why so much, but now I see the price, and I'm like, okay, they just wanted to give everybody a good deal.
All right, here, let me show you what the first item is.
The show doesn't make sense. Don't look for a reason.
It's a stool. It is a
cute
wooden stool with actually a very, very soft faux fur covering to it. The price, this is now, I should explain, because we're kind of in a different time frame here than we usually are. We're in clearance mode as a company. This started on Tuesday, today's Thursday. It's going to continue, honestly, for a couple weeks. We do clearance for a long time. It's our year-end clearance. A lot of the items you're going to see are going to have clearance pricing on them. For instance, this is $10.39. This, no way for $10.39 should be selling. This is all wood. It is a solid wooden stool, except for this part, because the top of this and the side is wrapped in this faux fur, and it really does feel like real fur. It is a faux fur covering that they put all over this. It's about probably 12 inches in, a little bit shy of that, about 11 inches in diameter. Height on this, same thing, about 11 inches in height. So it's a stool. It is a footstool. It is also that extra seating that sometimes you need. If you have family over, you have a gathering that is coming up, and so you know that inevitably you're not going to have enough chairs in the living room for everyone to sit. This is soft enough you could literally sit on this. So, yes, it's comfortable. Yeah, it is comfortable because it is padded. So it is very, very soft, and of course, since it is 11 inches in height, it could be that stool that you need to help reach an object somewhere. It's great for your feet, just to prop your feet up. You're sitting in your favorite chair, and you are just reading a good book, and you are just enjoying a morning of live streaming. Whatever it could be, this is just a nice little comfortable, extra, padded area for your feet. It's wonderful how nice and soft that it feels, and this faux fur is very nice too. If you're one of those that likes to have your bare feet on something soft and comfortable, your bare feet on this would be very, very happy because it does have just this soft. I hope you can see how plush this actually is. This is not just some little coating, just a simple little fabric covering. It actually is very, very, very plush. You can dig your fingers into this and it feels wonderful. And there, you can also see how padded that actually is. There's actually a great deal of padding on this. So it feels wonderful. It feels very soft and very, very plush. It feels luxurious is what it does. This is that little bit of luxury because most people, let's face it, don't have a fur footstool sitting around in their living room. And even though it's faux fur, it just looks luxurious. If you want to add some luxury to your room, this is a good way to do it. And it's $10.39. I mean, let's face it. The wood alone. If you were, I'm just thinking back to my, what grade would I have had wood shop? Probably 8th grade, I guess. I don't know if they let kids take things like that anymore. Wood shop, here kid, have a saw and have at it. Don't know if they still do that, but and I had fun. I enjoyed my wood shop class, but there's no way I would have been able to successfully, as nice as this is, turn out something like this. I didn't even notice this little felt pads on the bottom, so it's not going to scratch any surfaces that you might have that you want to keep protected. And for $10.39, it's just a nice little way to add a little extra rich feel to the room with the theme being faux fur, looking like real fur. It's going to feel wonderful and look so good. Right there, maybe just at the foot of the bed, you need a little place when you're getting ready in the morning and you're getting your shoes on, putting your socks on to prop your feet up as you're sitting on the end of the bed there. So fantastic. And $10.39. I mean, let's face it, you're not spending a lot for something that might be a gift for someone who has everything. We've all stressed over that one person on our list that has everything. What do we buy that person? Odds are really good. A faux fur footstool is not in their life. Well, it will be now. So if you do want to get one of these, I didn't even realize we had a picture up there. Round wooden stool, faux fur.
I bet we can find something else they don't have in their life.
Oh, we got a lot of things you don't have in your life in this show.
But genius. You might not have it, but it's genius.
There used to be this old game show called Liar's Club where they'd have 4 panelists all hold an item, and they all gave a description of what it was actually for. Only one was telling the truth, and 3 had to make up a story as to what it was. What is this? Would you have any idea what this actually is? If you were just looking at this. Well, once I explain it, it makes sense because there are 6 suction cups on the back of this. Or actually, 6. 4 here, 2 here. Do you see how this actually folds? So it is a seat for a 2-year-old? No. It is. I'm trying to think off the top of my head what other uses could this be for. And there's even a little hook here. What on earth?
What on earth?
A hook? What would I need this for? Well,
car seat.
Car seat. There you go. See, there's a lot of possibilities what it could be for. No, this honestly is very, very smart. It could have some serious applications for people as a support pillow for the bathtub. So the way this is designed, it would obviously support you, I guess probably more to be used this way than this way. and give you a little bit of a nice little headrest. So when you are in the bathtub and you are relaxing, unwinding, and just trying to take a deep breath. And I think we all need that right now with the hectic time in our lives, with the stress of the holiday shopping, the stress. I just saw someone staring over my shoulder again.
You're being
Can't get rid of that picture. And so you just want to relax with a nice hot bath and maybe a glass of wine and some soft music and a candle. This is a nice little extra pillow. I have never seen this. It has never been in any of my shows. This is the first time I'm seeing this. And it is on clearance. Now let me just talk about clearance pricing for a second here. Because this is usually, or has been, a $19.99 item. When it's appeared on television, it is sold for $19.99. Right now, it's $10. So you can get this home for $10 right here. And look at how padded this is. Now, here are the actual illustrations. The hook, a drying hook. See, again, it starts to make sense now. So after you've used it, if you want to, just hang it up. I don't know actually if that would fit over a shower curtain rod, but over a towel rod for sure. And it can just dry right there. Now, if you do want to wash this, or put in the dryer, I should say, it can go into the dryer. Obviously, I would use a low cycle on this. It is very, very soft. What's it say? They're made of mesh fabric, polyvinyl chloride, PVC. Okay. So it's all a synthetic product, all a synthetic material that is used. But it's still very soft and very, very plush. And honestly, it could be just a nice little extra pillow that you have. You just want to use it in the bedroom, just a little extra prop yourself up as you're reading in bed sort of pillow. It is soft and very, very, very plush. So if you want to get one of these for $10, maybe you have someone in your life you're thinking about that, man, really, if they're love their end of the day stress relief baths, then this is the perfect gift for that person. Now, it is too late to get this in time for the holidays, so I have to be fair, way too late. I suppose, in worst case, you could use a second day air or next day air. I don't know, honestly, if it would be worth $30 in shipping for a $10 item, but this is actually a highly rated item on the website, so it might seem a little silly. The people that have it love it.
Right.
4.9 stars
Yeah.
After 8 reviews. Bathed in comfort. This is so much nicer than expected.
Yeah.
There you go, in comfort. Next review says the same thing, so much nicer than expected. Here's one that says, great, when are you going to have them on air? I would like to get 2 more. Let me know.
Well,
Connie,
Connie,
I hope
we're
you're
on.
watching. Connie, here it is. Bath pillow was purchased for my daughter. She loves it. Wow!
Yeah.
Listen to these. Bought for my mom. She loves it. Thanked me.
We're laughing, but these
I
people
know.
are serious.
I'm sold. Your reviews have sold me on this. Love my bath time again. Very comfortable. Dries quickly. These are all verified users, verified purchasers of this item who have left reviews on something that at first we just thought was so silly. Turns out the people that have it absolutely love it. And most of them probably bought it at the $19.99 price point. It's $10 now. Right now on clearance, it is $10. I think you sold me on this with those reviews. Now I've got to have one of these because it's the best way just to unwind and relax. Get that hot bubble bath going, maybe some Epsom salts or something in there. Take 20 minutes. And just put on some quiet music and maybe a glass of wine and just unwind. This is going to make that time even more comfortable and even more relaxing. Man, you get this, you get your faux fur footstool, you get out of the tub and get dressed, put your feet up on that. Tell you, luxurious life here. This I really am impressed to see those reviews. It's not as silly an item, I guess, maybe as I
Teach us to laugh.
made it to be. Wow. $10. I mean, come on, $10. Now, we are in clearance mode. We don't do clearance like a lot of places. A lot of places, they'll put an item on the clearance racks and it'll stay there until it sells out at that clearance price. We don't do that. Prices do go back up after the clearance event. Most items, not everything. Most items, though. So if you like that at $10, get it now because it's not going to be staying at $10. So more than likely will not be. Now, the next item we're going to get to, are we doing the throw next?
Yes.
This is a very serious item, and this is one that Loretta and I man, this goes back actually probably 3 years ago, when Loretta and I first debuted these. And just in the past 3 months, Loretta and I have had this twice. These sell out every single time, excuse me, we get them in. Now I'm going to show it to you live, but the picture is probably the best way to really show this off. This is a microfiber quilted blanket, and the one we're showing you is the Psalms 23 edition of it, and I'm just going to hold it up just to maybe kind of give you scale, because this is a full-sized blanket. This is not a throw. When we did these in the past, they were throws. This is actually a full-size blanket. I'm going to step out so you can see that picture a little more clearly. And if you want to go to the website and see the pictures of it, the item number is 7364946. You can look those up, because that is, in fact, that might be a queen-size bed now that I think about it. I think I had someone tell me that was a queen-size bed. Yeah, because it works kind of like a coverlet over a queen-size bed. On a full-size, it'll hang down a little bit more. Can you scroll, Stephanie, for me so I can see the sizes?
Oh, yeah, sorry. You were
80?
giving me all the cues in the world.
There it is, 80 by 60. That's okay. 80 by 60 is the size. So 80 long, 60 wide. A full queen comforter is 86 by 86. So yeah, it's a little bit more narrow, but very close in length to what would work on a queen size bed. So if you have a full size bed, it's going to be perfect. But most people have used this, frankly, just as a coverlet. I just realized with the top part of that picture, they have it folded back a little bit, so you can't see the whole first part of the psalm. I think everyone is probably very familiar with it. Here, I'll just hold it all up so you can see again. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. And then the rest you can probably read there. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. It's probably the most famous part of Psalm 23. And just dawned on me, you probably can't hear me very clearly as I'm holding that up because the microphone's right there. So I gotta be careful about that. But we have a whole line of inspirational blankets. Price, by the way, is $24.99. So it's only $24.99. And that, in fact, let me just stay out of the way here so you can see that picture, because the colors on it are so vibrant, so very, very rich. The reds of the poppies, the yellows are the, I guess, maybe daisies that you have there. All very vibrant. They're very happy colors, which ties in so nicely with a psalm that is a very happy psalm. So when we show these on television, they're usually grouped with about, I think a total, at one point we had 5. I don't think we still have all 5. I think a bunch are sold out. But there are other examples of this. So if you want to go to the website and look around, you might find some quantity on the others. I don't know for sure.
I think they are sold out.
I think they're sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow, they all are. Yeah, they are. All the others are sold out. So this is the one that remains. Now, there's a way you can get little notifications if things come back. So you might, if you just had to have one of the others, you can. But for now, this is the only one remaining. In fact, yeah, it was last week, because I was pulled aside from doing the live stream last Thursday to do the show on television with Karen, because Loretta wasn't feeling well.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that
You just jumped
was
at that, didn't you?
abandoned ship. Yep, exactly. Hunter was actually good enough to come in and then do the afternoon version. But Karen and I had these blankets in our show, and it was just selling out one after another after another. So this is the only one remaining. And $24.99, man, I think that's the exact same price that we had before. So this is not a clearance item per se, but it's going to sell out anyways at $24.99. And actually, we still have budget pay on it, so $8.33. If you're new to Shop LC and how that works, first payment, all that's due, $8.33, charged to your major credit card, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover card. I was going through some old video yesterday that I'll be setting up to use on my next podcast. Shameless plug coming, Are We on the Air, the name of my podcast that I do.
Been meaning to listen to the last one, but I want to, it sounds so interesting.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's a good one. But it's available Spotify, Apple, any place where you can get podcasts. YouTube, yeah, it's on YouTube. But I was going through some very old video. This is like from early 90s. So I can get some audio that I'm going to use on my next one. And back then we were taking not just Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover Card, Diners Club and Carte Blanche. They don't even exist anymore. Diners Club and Carte Blanche. I haven't
Diners Club.
thought of those in forever. So that's how long I've been in this industry, which is why I do a podcast all about the industry. Carte Blanche, yeah, I know. I can.
I
picture
remember
little
Master
stickers.
Charge and not MasterCard.
Master Charge. My mother had that, and Visa used to be something else. And oh,
Did it?
yes, Bank Americard.
Really?
Something like that, yeah. Bank of America, Bank of America, something like that. Yes. But anyway, so yeah, those were all the credit cards we used to take. But now Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover Card. Normal delivery is usually about a week. Depends on where you are. My cow blanket I ordered, I literally had about 5 days later, but I'm an hour from here. My mother got hers almost 7 days to the day. So it's usually about a week delivery time to get items. Items like this, they're in stock, they're ready to ship. So they're in the warehouse, and our warehouse team is the best, so you'll have that in probably about a week's time. So today as we record this, the 21st. By the way, all the prices that I give you are valid until 4 p.m. the next day. So since we're in clearance, things really don't change much. So the prices will probably stay the same down the road for a while. But in general, it's about 4 p.m. the next day when I can guarantee these prices. But again, the blanket, 60 by 80 inches. Let me get out of the way once more just so you can see the image there. Because it really is beautiful. And we have sold thousands of these. And in fact, I keep meaning to talk to Tom, our buyer, to see if he has new ones coming in. This all started on a fluke about 3 years ago. He was at a home show. And they were closing up for the day, and he was meeting with a vendor. And a vendor had a bunch of these inspirational blankets and wasn't even really interested in pitching them to Tom, our buyer. They were just sitting on a shelf. Tom said, "What are those?" and went on to finalize that deal. And ever since, we've sold thousands and thousands and thousands of these. But for now, this is the only one that is remaining. So if you do want to get one, grab it now. 736-4946 is the item number. If you want to check the website, maybe in a couple days, see if one or two have come back, because it's almost inevitable since we just sold these out last week. They're probably just arriving today to most people. One or two will inevitably come back. And so if you want to check the website just on occasion to see, it's certainly worth doing it. But anyway, $24.99. Stephanie is
Doing up to no good. I solemnly swear.
what are you doing?
I'm creating a moment.
Okay.
A mood, if
Okay.
you will. So we've got those coming up. We've got this coming up. Imagine that this is your library, your desk. That's thrown on the chair because you get chilly. You're gonna journal for
Gotta have your
just a
faux fur
moment.
throw. Yes, I'm liking where this is going.
You're gonna
Or my
journal.
faux fur stool.
Yeah. And this is just a cozy little corner.
I'm wearing my t-shirt of the cat holding eggnog.
Wearing a holiday sweater.
I
Wearing
love
a
that.
holiday sweater.
Just taking it all. I didn't really look that closely at it. I
It's a
saw
moment.
the cat, didn't realize that it was holding a beverage. So
Don't you think? It's like a whole thing.
I like this actually. I like this. This lamp is coming up. Everything that I'm showing you basically right here is available for purchase, and we will get to all of this at one point or another here. I have never seen this. I like this. There are items that are popping up in clearance I didn't even know we had in the inventory, and that's going to be the trend that. Excuse me.
There you go. Do
Sorry.
you want this behind you?
Yes.
Where do you want me? Here.
That's
You come
fine.
out.
Okay. Come on.
Don't mind us.
Yes. It's okay.
See, it's a colorful little spot in your.
I honestly, you know what? This actually, on a day like today that we're having here, it's a rainy day, cloudy day. This is exactly where you want to be. This is the kind of spot. It's a cloudy day. You're going to have a lamp on. Why not have it be a beautiful lamp, a decorative lamp with all these beautiful little bejeweled elements? An assortment of writing instruments, a nice journal to write in. This would probably be the way I would spend my afternoon if I was at home, is just doing something similar to this, maybe every once in a while. get out this tablet or the smartphone, see what's going on, but just to have a nice peaceful afternoon after all the hustle and bustle that we've been through for the past few weeks, getting ready for the holidays. It's nice when you can take a moment, excuse me, and do this and just sit and relax and rest and not be stressed out about anything at all. A lot of people, what am I seeing Instagram here? What am I seeing?
Yeah, this is Instagram.
That's Instagram down there. Okay.
So that's a Gigi. She's working crazy hours.
Hey, Gigi. Welcome.
Oh my. We've got Isaac joining us.
Yeah, Isaac.
I see some regulars on there.
Nice. Glad to, welcome to all of you who are spending some time with us, whether it's through Instagram or TikTok, however you're finding us on the website, old-fashioned website, as well Facebook. But no, let me, the lamp is next. I have never seen this lamp before. It's $34.99, and I love things like this. I have been I don't know if collector's the right word, but I have been a purchaser of Tiffany style lamps since I was living in Minneapolis. I couldn't even count how many I either had or given as gifts. It broke my heart in my move from Minneapolis to Austin when one of my favorites broke on the move, and to this day I've been yet to be able to find a replacement for it. It's like it doesn't exist anymore. So, but the thing that I love most about them is anytime you have illuminated glass or jewels or colors. I have always equated it to Christmas trees. You know how you feel when at night you turn that Christmas tree on and you have that illuminated color in the corner of your room, even if it's an all white theme or gold theme, whatever. It's an illuminated something. It's like when you're sitting in church on Sunday morning, the sun comes through if you have stained glass windows on the church windows. It does something to you. Why do we just allow ourselves that indulgence at Christmas time? You can have that going all year round. And I think that's why I love any sort of bejeweled and decorated lamp. One of the big bonuses to a style like this is really the vintage look and feel that it has. This looks like an antique. It looks like something that has been in the family for 100 years. That great grandma first had this years ago. Now this is actually, man, that fooled me. I thought that was a metal base. The way that the base is decorated, that totally looks like an aged metal. It is not. That shocked me. Even just the way that the ridges are done looks like a metal base. Coming up from that, you would have what you swear is glass. It is not. It is a resin material. That looks, boy, they did a really nice job with this, like some sort of formed or cut glass. Stephanie, you lived in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Was it Marshall Fields that had the big stained glass ceiling in their entryway? Or am I thinking of Macy's in New York? I think it was Marshall
remember
Fields.
That. I loved Marshall Fields.
Yeah.
Fields.
I think it was their State Street store in Chicago.
In there.
Had where I'm sure it was, because I can picture where the escalators are, because they were on like two sides, right? And then when you look straight up, most people probably never did, there is a stained glass ceiling that Louis Comfort Tiffany had either helped design or had built. I can't remember the story behind it, but it just, I don't know why that just popped into my head, but it's just, because he was alive in the late 1800s, and that's when he did most of his work. And this ties in with that period, with that era. Where's my iPad? This is going to drive me crazy. Hang on.
Yeah, find out. I've been to Walnut Room there, and
I've never been there.
And
to the Walnut Room.
I have partaken of a lot of Frango mints that they used to have.
Frango mints.
I was there when Macy's took over, and Chicagoans were not having it.
No, they weren't. No.
Ugly.
Let's see. Oh, of course, I'm searching Marshall Fields now. It comes up as Macy's Tiffany Mosaic Ceiling.
No.
The most beautiful places in Chicago. Yeah,
so there
this
it
is the ceiling that is in the State Street store. And again,
it looks like a medieval chapel or something.
Yeah, that's what Louis Comfort Tiffany had helped design, and it's so, or until you get to the pictures and you have to blow up the images to see that those are actual little individual pieces of glass that make up that ceiling. Anyway, that's what he was famous for in the late 1800s, and you can find duplications of his lamps. Like I said, I have a number of them at home. This has that same vibe. This is a timeless design. This could have been in the grand hotels of the late 1800s, those that still thrive today, the Waldorf Astorias and those kind of places would have had this in their lobby, and it looks just as appropriate today in a home. So that's why I'm a huge fan of this. It stands about 18 inches tall, shade is about 12 inches across. Now, my advice on this is as follows. We were scrambling to find a light bulb at all just to put in this. I personally would go with one of those, you can buy those, they look like antique bulbs with a yellow filament in them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put one of those in here.
Or a frosted one.
A frosted one might even be a better way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a better way to go, but it's just we last minute are grabbing whatever we can around here to just to illuminate this. But you get something like this on your desk, and again, same thing. It all ties in with the little journal that we have, the pens that we have, and you're creating this ambiance that is warm and welcoming. And in this day and age that we're living in, where it's all about tablets and smartphones and electronics and computers, it's nice when you can have a space you can go to, put all of that aside and just forget all about it and just take some time for you. And that's what this is doing. You have your inspirational blanket, maybe you're wrapping yourself up in that. You have a fireplace, have your fire going nearby, and just create a space that is all about your space, your area. Kids, stay away. This is mom's space, this is dad's space to think, to write, to do whatever it is that doesn't involve technology. And this really brings in that feeling. And I think maybe that's why I love these types of lamps and why literally every room in our home has one form or another of a stained glass lamp. It adds in an ambiance and a warmth many homes don't have, especially very modern homes, yet it still ties in nicely. In fact, the journal, I've never seen this. This is so, I love things like this. And actually I just noticed this, it says meditation, embossed 7 chakra gemstone leather diary and carved wooden pen. It does have, and I wish, Cheryl knows more about this stuff than I do. I can't even pretend that I know a lot about these 7 chakras, the crown, third eye, throat, all of that. I've read a little bit about it, but either way, what it's designed for is just, it's a leather bound journal. By the way, let me just deal with this for a second. The price, this is $8.99 right now. I have at home a leather bound journal very similar to this that I bought. There's a town a couple hours from here called Fredericksburg, small town, great place to visit if you're ever in Central Texas. And they have a street full of neat shops. And I was in one once, saw a leather bound journal, it was 20 bucks, bought it, love it, don't regret it for a second. This is $8.99, and you're getting this carved wooden pen. Now, actually, I have to get up, so I want you to see the detail on this. So let me just get this closer to our various cameras here so you can see the carved detail on this pen, because it is absolutely impressive the level of detail that has gone into this. Very impressive to see. So that is just kind of a cool little bonus to this whole thing. And even on the outside of the journal, there's these bejeweled elements that tie in and match what you have with the different chakras. And again, I can't pretend to completely explain and understand all of this. I just know that it's really cool looking. Now, on the inside of your journal, that is where you're going to have all the various little pieces of paper. And I don't even know, does it say how many pages there are in this? Probably not. No. 8 inches by 6 inches. It doesn't say how many pages. There's a lot in here. It's not one of those you can refill. It's one of those that once you have all of your thoughts in here, that's it for that journal and you start a new one. So whether it's your thoughts at the end of the day, a dream journal, just a place to sit down and just take a few minutes and just, whatever is on your mind, you just put in this book and then make reference to it every once in a while, or just save it for generations to come, and you always put a date or something on here. So it's for any number of different uses. Mine at home has become just kind of my go-to anytime I need to jot a note about anything. Note to self, whatever. Reminder for I need to do something, or if I've accomplished something on that day, I might just put it in there. So if I had a great day and maybe I took the dogs for a 3-mile walk, not that I have, you would put that in here, little accomplishments. And so you have the lamp, you have the journal, and a rainy day like we're having, that's maybe how you spend a half hour in the afternoon. You sit down, clear your head, turn the phone off, or at least mute it. Just forget about the phone for 30 minutes. Just sit, think, and write down whatever comes to mind. It's a wonderful way to de-stress and relax and unwind, and we all need that. And this wooden pen, this is just kind of a cool little bonus. I would bet, yeah, refillable. So this is replaceable. So once the inkwell runs dry, very easy to refill that. Just any number of different inkwells that you find in any discount store anywhere. We'll fill that back up again. But the carved wood is very cool. Now, it's a, I don't know if it's a phoenix or a bird of some form. Does it say in the description anywhere?
It looks like some sort of bird is what we figured last time.
Okay. Wooden pen, great gift for yourself. The journal and pen combination are small enough, blah, blah. It doesn't say what the bird is supposed to be, but it's a bird of some form. You get the diary, the pen, and the 7 chakras. So if you know more about chakras than I do, great. I just look at it as a really cool journal that I love having things like this. It's $8.99. And some reviews. Fantastic handmade, genuine leather journal, beautiful journal with bonus hand-carved wooden pen. Originally ordered for myself, but ended up purchasing another and gifting to my adult nephews. That's a nice idea. Let me get closer so I can read these better. I have bought many style diaries throughout the years. This one came so nicely packaged in a white box. My daughter keeps it on her desk. Everyone admires it. Front cover choices. Well, we used to have color choices. Beautiful gift. The next one says, purchased this for a friend's birthday gift, and she loved it. The notebook cover was beautifully decorated and hand embossed with the mandala design. That's what that is. I should have known that. The carved pen was a bit unusual in its design. I like that. And feel in the hand, however, wrote well. I would buy again. I like the honesty there.
31 people.
30, really?
4.7.
31. Look at that, 4.7 stars after 31 reviews. That's pretty good to stay at 4.7. There's always going to be, a couple
One
people.
of those.
Yeah, one of those.
One of those.
Who doesn't
Let's
like
see
it.
I'd like to see why people
Let's
don't like
Let's
it.
see the lowest.
Oh, well, let's see.
Honestly, there's only one star review. Everything else is 4.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
And that was like tucked away for next Christmas.
Yeah, literally that's what they say. Tucked away for next Christmas, 4 star.
Yeah. So
And then the one star.
said that it was.
That was literally there's one star review, and so that's what's pulling that down along with the 4 stars. So okay, someone back in August didn't care for it. That's fine. That's.
They wanted more for their
I don't. Yeah, for $8.99, I'm not complaining. $8.99 considering.
It's gorgeous.
It is. It's very, very nice. And again, that's leather on the outside.
You go to a little boutique on the town square.
Yeah.
Say I got this for you in some little bougie
Yeah,
town.
exactly.
How much?
Yeah, I mean, really, that's exactly what it is. So, has that look, that feel of something that you spend, $70, $80 on as a gift. So, anyway. What kind of dragging our feet
What if you
here, aren't we?
lose your unique pen? You might need some more.
That's true. Yeah, that's the unique pen that came with this. I kind of like it, actually.
I do, too.
I like that one. So.
This was not part of the plan. These were the same price as the journal.
Okay, I thought, at first when you put these down here, I thought, oh, I've seen those. No, I haven't. I have not seen these before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pens. The thing that threw me, because we've presented these before. Every year, and I mean this seriously, every year I will buy a set of these as gifts for Christmas, having no idea Who's going to get them? Every year, they wind up all being given away without fail. Well, it's too late for Christmas this year. You're going to get 5 of these pens, and then 5 that are pens on keychains. Well, how on earth does this cap come off? Come on. There we go, pops off. So 5 of these on keychains, and then 5 of the regular pens. Now, let's talk price for a second here. I'll explain more about these in a second. These are on clearance right now. This is very likely the lowest price I've ever seen on one of our items ever.
I'm glad I didn't put it on budget thing.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what? Here. You just made me think of something. Your clearance price, by the way, is $3.59.
That just hurts.
$3.59, and you can own a set of 10 pens. That is 36 cents a piece, basically. I'm rounding up the penny. 36 cents a piece. Let's see. I'm going to be able, I don't know if I have this on here, or, oh, there it is. Let me show you something. This, I probably shouldn't show this, but I don't care. We're not on TV, we're on the live stream, so I'm hopefully
We
can
make
get away
our own rules.
with something that I probably shouldn't do, but okay, how do I get this to show without the, okay, here we go. This is the lowest price, and the only reason I'm showing this is because it's not available anymore, so I'm not giving business to another company, but this, well, here, I'm just going to show this. This is real. Back in the day, we sold a $1 item when I worked for Shop NBC. It was a pen refill.
Wow.
They had it on 3 payments of 33 cents.
Oh no.
I know, right?
What?
So I had to take a screen grab of that because I had never seen anything like that. So that was 2008. All-star price, $1, 3 payments of 33 cents. So,
And that was how Mary Shop LC of them.
yes, I know. Free shipping handling, thank goodness, because the shipping is, I just noticed it, shipping's usually $6, $5.98 for a $1 item. So anyway, just a little side thing. This is the lowest price I've seen here. And that was just a pen refill. Here for $3.59, you're getting 10 pens, 5 of them in the standard manner. Let me just show you for those that have not seen these. This is a bejeweled and bedazzled pen. These are all handmade in India. Handmade one at a time in India. And in fact, I don't know if I can find it in time, but when I was in India for work probably 6-7 years ago now, you would see these for sale. This is not just something that is made just for us. They actually do. This is a common thing to see for sale in India, these decorated pens. Now, the women, and it's mainly women that make these, they work for this company that is giving these women opportunities. And I guess, you know, it's just kind of a neat story. A lot of these women come from, in India, it's a very different culture. A lot of the marriages are arranged. And a lot of times the women are very unhappy, and you know, sometimes they're in abusive relationships, let's just say it, and they have to get out of these relationships. Now, traditionally, the women are not going to have as many opportunities as their husbands would have. So for these women to get out of these relationships means many times that they're out on their own, and they're on their own to face the world, and sometimes they've had to take their kids with them. The company that does this employs strictly women who are in this situation. While the women are working, the kids are provided daycare and an education. So the kids are taken care of, and meals. So for a lot of these women, it's their only way out of a terrible situation that they were in. And they do an amazing job making these. They take great pride in what they're producing. And it shows, honestly, in the quality of all of these. So this is a lot more than just, hey, you're buying 10 pens for $3.59. Remember, 5 are keychains, 5 are regular pens, it's doing a lot of good for some people on the other side of the world, and that's something that this network is so good at. Shop LC, our parent company, is based in India. That's where our jewelry factories are. Well, some of them, they're around the world, but the main one. And one of the things that and the man who owns this whole operation, it's been very important to him, is giving back. And so with every purchase you make, we have something called Every Purchase Feeds. And what it does is it provides a meal for a child. So you're doing so much good with this, just for these women, but now, because you made a purchase from us, you're helping to feed a hungry child in the United States and in India. I literally just last night was reading in the news about how, was it Wisconsin, Minnesota, the state of Minnesota is running into trouble with the funding for free meals for kids in schools because it's turning out to cost so much more than the state ever anticipated. There's charities in the United States called No Kid Hungry, in India, Akshapatra. And what they do is provide meals for children who are in need and in school, because they have to stay in school. Every purchase you make equals a meal for one of these kids. And we just hit the milestone of 46 million a couple weeks ago. So just through Shop LC purchases, 46 million meals have been provided to kids in the United States and kids in India. And so now, because I'm sure it's not going to be a unique thing to Minnesota, I'm sure more and more states are going to be grappling with this now, the cost of feeding and providing free meals to kids in need. That's why it's even more important that charities like No Kid Hungry and others around the world are around to help feed these kids. The reason we call the program Your Purchase Feeds is because it's not just about literally feeding them. The kids that get these meals many times are staying in school, especially in India. In India, there's a big problem with kids leaving school just to get jobs because the jobs feed them. They're done with their education then. They're never going to get any further in life than whatever job they happen to find. They stay in school, they get educated, so it's feeding their minds, it's feeding their spirits, it's feeding their futures. So that's why when we say Your Purchase Feeds, it's a lot more than just literally the meal. So 46 million times just through Shop LC have meals been provided to kids. This is a whole separate story because of the women that are making these pens and their kids. So there's two things at play here. Well, and a third, you get 10 pens for $3.59. I mean, that's kind of a nice little bonus too. But the Your Purchase Feeds program, I had a chance to visit one of the schools 4 or 5 years ago, and in India. I images that are ingrained in my head that sometimes I wish weren't there, but it's the reality of things, and you're doing so much good for these kids and for their futures. Without that program, I really hate to think where these kids would be. So it's really doing a lot of good. You think we have it tough here? Believe me, I've seen poverty like you can't imagine. I wouldn't want you to see. But again, at the bottom, at the end of the day, we're still here, and I have to talk about the fact you can buy 10 pens for $3.59 because that is just a nice little gift for anyone. They're always going to get used. Like I said, every year I buy a set of these. I never know who they're going to be for, and by the time all is said and done, everyone is given away as a gift. It's something anyone can use, and everyone can use, and it's $3.59. And I know I just spent 10 minutes talking about pens, and we have other things we need to do, but time isn't.
It's 5 till 11.
5 till 11. Oh, well, we got a late start
Yeah.
anyway, so. But yeah, we have a lot of other things in this show, and a lot of other things we want to mention and make available to you. I haven't even been pointing out in the chat, if you see something you want sold and then the number, go to the website if you want to order that way. TikTok, top of your screen, that little link takes you to how you can order these items. So we've got a great variety here, and I think I'm done with my little table.
But this, because this
No.
is all part of this is something you put in your, you put this in your library too. You have a little stand.
Well, okay.
Right?
This is a lot heavier than I was expecting it to be. Oh my gosh. No, we had a bunch of knives in our show the other night on TV. Again, check out Shop LC. Look for us on your cable, satellite, over the air. We have a lot of over the air TV stations now. App, you can download the app and watch our live stream, our live shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wow.
Cool.
This is a lot more heavy than the ones we had the other night. This is $39.99, and I've got to say, I'm going to stand up just so I can get this a little bit closer here, just so you can see the incredible detail on this. Oh my word! Wow! Oh my gosh! Now this is still in the sheath here. Let me just take it out. This is a hunting knife. These are this is some serious weaponry here. This is no toy. Man, for $39.99, this is very impressive. Now I'm just checking to see. It is 440 stainless steel. Most of your better knives, hunting knives, some pocket knives, collectible knives, are going to be 440 stainless steel. 440 stainless steel is a very durable stainless steel. Now, this isn't too bad. This could actually use some sharpening here. I'm still going to be careful with it, but I'm not going to be as careful as I usually would be. But this is, again, by no means any sort of a toy. It is very sharp on the point there. The handle is done in a resin material, but it's very, very thick. I don't know if you would ever actually use this as a hunting knife. This is more of a collectible piece, and I have a small knife collection at home, most of which are just, the ones like this are on display. It's just, they're on little stands in a curio cabinet. Most of those are just little pocket knives that I carry with me, but this, I don't know, I would almost have to have this out in 2 stages, because you're going to want to show this off, obviously the sheath, but you're going to want to show this blade off, because it is really impressive. If you do just want to keep it in the sheath and keep it protected, you can. This is really well done, and at this price of $39.99, come on, there we go, get back in there. The dragon design is very impressive to see. If you have anyone in your life that has followed any of the movies or TV series, which comes to mind when you think of dragons and you think of something like this, you got a great gift for that person. Obviously too late for Christmas. Worst case scenario, grab a picture of this, maybe from the website, maybe a screen grab of your phone right now, whatever it could be, and just say, hey, this is coming your way. It won't be here for Christmas, but it is on its way. So hopefully in about a week's time you will have one of these, because the detail is fantastic. We have a picture.
Yes,
I'm hoping on the screen here you'll see some of the detail
I think it's
a little bit more clearly than I'm able to show it live, because it's really, really impressive what you're getting today for $39.
Is this the one that we have, Shawn, though?
Looks like it.
Okay,
Yeah, looks like it.
alright,
Yes, that is it.
okay.
And by the way, it is on budget pay, so first payment is $13.33. This is really well made. There is a heft to this. There's some knives that, and there again, there you can really, now that's a silver color. Yours would be more of a copper color.
Well, we
but
have it
still
in
is.
silver.
Oh, we have silver?
Silver, gray,
Oh, there's color
bronze,
choices.
or copper.
Copper, green, silver, the 3 color choices. I have the copper sample out here, that's a silver, but the detail is just fantastic on this. This is a lot more of a kind of the American and European depiction of a dragon. Many of the dragon designs that we see in our jewelry is more of the Asian motif of a dragon. Asian dragons are more of protectors. This is the fierce European depiction of a dragon. That is a dragon that you associate with those TV shows and the movies that have been so very, very popular, whereas the Asian dragons are a totally different thing. So if you're a collector, yeah, there you can see the handle and the sheath, the little cover together. Wow, the detail is really spectacular on these. And I have sold a lot of knives in my career, collected a few myself. I have not presented one this nice. And by nice, I just mean ornate. It is big. It is large. So this is a significant one, which is why I debate in my own head whether I just have it on display like this. In fact, this might. Just notice the way they designed this. It does sit up.
Well, look at that. It's all feet work.
I didn't even.
Feet are feet.
Its feet are indeed feet. Yes, indeed. They've designed this brilliantly, so you don't even need a stand. So the little dragon feet are holding this up. The other end is coming down here on this sheath, this little cover for the blade. So even without any support at all, there's nothing holding that up. It sits up all on its own. Isn't that cool? This is, oh, here's the silver. This is how they come. They come in a box where the foam is carved out so that it fits in perfectly. So these are very, very well packaged. If you have anyone who's crazy about any of the, and I'm being generic because for the life of me can't think of the name of the TV show that was so popular for so long. What was
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones? Thank you. Oh my gosh, I've never watched 2 seconds of it.
Oh, are you not a science fiction fantasy?
I don't know.
Do you watch Harry Potter?
I do. I watched every Harry Potter movie. I read the books before the movies even came out. I was such a fan. So, but I don't know why I never got into it.
What about Lord of the Rings? I don't do Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, a little bit when I was a kid, but yeah, never.
Star Trek?
Star Trek, a little bit. Just Star Wars I got into, but I don't know. There's something about Game of Thrones. When it started and everybody was getting into it, I guess maybe because I didn't really even think about it till season 2, and I didn't want to go back. This was before streaming and try and find the old episodes. So
that was a thing.
Yeah, I know, huge, but out of my household, I have no attention span. It's like that's an hour show, and I need to devote an hour to something. That's unless it's TV shopping, I can sit and watch that for hours on end. Sad life I lead.
One tail to the other.
I know, it's so bad. We have a monitor over in this next room which has the other networks, and when Stephanie and I were getting ready, I kept opening the door to peek in because there was something interesting on one of the other networks, and so I was looking to see. I wonder what they're doing now. I should go over there and take a look. Let's see.
What are they doing now?
What are we doing for that matter?
I wonder do you think they're doing that with us right now? What is that crazy Shawn doing?
Exactly.
Right now?
We have Karen Connolly on here right now with Loretta. Looks like they're doing some fashions, and one of the other networks is doing fashions. So, okay, I don't need to watch that.
So see, we got better stuff right
Yes,
here.
we do. Much more interesting things. The knife again, $39.99. Yes, ma'am?
And you might want something for ambiance that is not a brightly colored
Stephanie's
one.
all about the ambiance. I love it.
Love an ambiance.
Love it. Love it. Let me pause for a second and sip my water.
I do like these a lot.
This is one of the favorite little ambiance items we do around here. My knife back. Oh, these clearance prices! You got to be joking.
I just this was not this price when I scheduled this. What?
$7.50. You get both. You get them both.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, none of the networks are going to compete with this, that's for sure. $7.50, and you get both of these. I mentioned one of our most popular home decor kind of items because these are year-round. This is not just holidays. This is year-round. This is something that will illuminate that table, that corner, if you can. I mean, again, this is $7.50. I'm just thinking out loud here. If you have a big event coming up in 2024, I mean big event, like you have a wedding reception that you're going to be planning for. You have your parents' 50th anniversary party, and so the family's flying in from everywhere. So you're going to have a lot of tables and a big setup. I would buy as many of these as you can right now. I don't know how many we have in stock. Get as many as you can, because the party planners, if the event is of that scale, where you have other people helping you plan it, they're going to charge you many multiples of $7.50, probably for one of these. So buy them now and just save them. Set them aside for whatever big event you have coming in 2024, because because of this price. And let me just show you on the bottom on-off switch right there. This is actually glass. This is not plastic.
No.
This is the real deal. So if you have someone like me, I'm the nosy one. I'm inspecting everything. If I'm sitting down at a nice table for dinner, I am picking these up, I'm looking at them, and I'm doing that. It's like, wow, that is actually glass. That is very impressive to see. We've done these before, they've been plastic. Nothing wrong with that, but to have a glass dome covering this little strand of LED lights. Now you're gonna need some AAA batteries, 3 AAA batteries, that's it for each one of these, yes. Obviously, LED lights last a very long time. They're very efficient on the batteries. But you don't have to worry about replacing those every single day. This is the kind of home decor piece that you leave out year round. Yes, obviously, like I said, big event, party planning, buy a bunch of them. Just have these on the dinner table as part of a centerpiece. Flowers around it, done. A guy can enjoy these in his home office as much as a woman could enjoy these in hers. This is not just for men or for women. This is for anyone at all and of any age, kids in particular. They love LED lights and strings of lights. They'll put them up in their bedroom, put them around. So it's just a wonderful way to get that extra ambiance. In fact, if you have someone who is in need of a night light, if they just can't sleep without a little soft light glowing, just one of these. I would just take this one, set it up in a corner of the room. It's just going to be enough light to illuminate a corner. It's not going to make the whole room light up, and it's going to help them get to sleep. They'll have a little bit of a night light, or if you need lighting for in the middle of the night, that dark hallway, is the cat sleeping there, is the dog sleeping there, or we have in our home a staircase that if you're not aware of where it is, it surprises you. And so anytime we have house guests, family coming to visit, we always have to make sure that we have some sort of a light by that first stair, or you're not going to know that it's there and you're going to go tumbling. So these are nice to have on a little table there, and so people can see, oh, there's the first stair, so they know if they're getting up in the middle of the night to go get a drink of water, what they need to look out for. It's just beautiful ambiance, and I keep going back to $750. I'm sitting here thinking, do I have need for these? And I know I do. I will find a place for them because I don't want to miss this price.
That's what they sold for.
These, when this show was scheduled, were priced at $27.99. So we sold these for $27.99. Now between the time that show was scheduled, and I got my email yesterday afternoon about this, and now they've gone on clearance. So right now, if you order, they're $7.50. That means you could buy 8, 16, 24, 3 of these for less, 3 sets of these for less than one set was selling for 24 hours ago. If you bought these yesterday, $27.99. Today, $7.50. Did it say there what our quantity is too?
We have about 30, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30. Okay, so if you're in need of all of them, I would
Right.
order right away, because if you're setting up for a big event, a big party planning thing, you could easily take care of that whole quantity, and one person can do that. I think the limit used to be 10 of an item per order, but nothing stops you from ordering that again and again. So one person could take care of all of that quantity. Man, I'm just mentally walking through our home right now, thinking of where we have little tables. There's, by those stairs I was just talking about, there's a little chair and a table on one side and a little alcove. I could put them there. There's a hall table, longer table leading into the master bedroom. They would go there. So I'm already spotting, and I'm trying to think, okay, when the Christmas decorations come down, that's going to open up some space. So there's a lot of space that will open up in your home after the holidays too. Boy, because I don't want to miss that deal. That is such a good deal at $7.50. Let me read some of the reviews here off the website. Set of 2 warm LED lanterns are so cool. They have the look of Edison bulbs, and they are definitely worth more than I paid. I put these in my home office, and well, there you go. And instantly updated my space to look more modern and sleek. Thanks again, WIlsie. The next one just says very pretty lighting. Next one says these are amazing. Next one says gorgeous lights. These lights are so beautiful. Know what my Christmas present will be. I like that. Very nice. My daughters will love these. Great decorative piece. Wow, it goes on and on. Cute
Yeah.
lights, very nice. And some of these, well, we've had these a while. Some of those reviews go back a ways, but
That's, no.
we're going to sell them out here at $7.50. That's for darn sure. And I think I better get out of the way because I think Stephanie's about to come in and change our setup again.
Here, I'm gonna give
So.
you this.
Oh! Oh, I love this. Here, just wrap it over my
Right here.
shoulders. Thank you.
How
Thank you.
majestic.
There we go. Show you what I'm wearing now. Oh, this is, if I didn't have my sweater and my shirt on under it and an undershirt, I would probably be in this. But, and again, if I were at home, it is a cold, rainy day today. And it's one of those days where, I'm not going to lie, my alarm went off and I was not happy. Yeah, I could have slept all morning. But eventually I would get up, and eventually what I would probably do is take my cow print throw that I just got a few weeks ago, wrap myself up in that, curl up on the sofa, get my cup of coffee, which, note to self, where's my coffee?
Where's your
I
coffee?
think it's in my car, it just dawned on me. I didn't bring my coffee in. And I would just sit there, wrapped up, sip my coffee, watch television, and that would probably be my morning. I would not get a lot done on a day like today, and that's fine. Sometimes we need those days, don't we, where we just wrap ourselves up in our blanket. This is so soft. Let me show you. I'll spin around, show you the pattern, because it's kind of a zebra-like pattern. I guess, how are we describing it? It just says geometrical print, polyester and Sherpa.
That's the animal that it was named after. Geometrical.
Geometrical print. I love it. Now, there are, I guess, actually a few different choices
All we have is
of them.
the-
There's the red check.
And I'll get a picture of those going.
Okay, and the no, wait a minute.
Another mythical beast.
Is it? I think this is a different one.
No, this is this one.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, we are calling that zebra print.
All right.
Okay, good. We did get that right. So zebra print. I just noticed something on this, though, that I didn't realize. I noticed that they had the little pom-poms on them,
Yeah.
but
Where's the pom-poms?
this is one of them with a hood. Why was I not covered with that as well?
It seemed a little presumptuous for me just to put the
I
hood
just-
on.
It's okay. Oh, I love this. This little strap. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
That's a strap to hold it in place. Now I get it.
Is it?
That's what I'm using it for. I think that's what it's for.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there's another one. What is that
Wait,
for?
are those the pom-poms?
Hang on. Maybe I have this twisted up.
Man, you
Just a
need a
second.
new visual stylist.
Hang on a minute. Yes, they are the pom-poms.
Okay,
You're right.
they're just, they were hiding their little.
They just got twisted up. That's all. I'll untwist them. So, thank goodness Stephanie's job was never setting up product. Oops.
know.
Wait a
Oops.
minute.
Oops!
Yeah, they are. Those are the pom-poms right there. There's the hood. Now, I was just noticing there is, if the hood is not your thing, it's like, that's a little too confining, that will actually come off. There's a zipper right here. I don't think I've ever seen one that was removable. Come on. There we go. Yeah, so the hood will completely come off, and then it becomes more of just a standard throw. So if you just want to wrap yourself up in this, it has the Sherpa on one side, zebra print on the other. This is really nicely made. I love these throws with that Sherpa on one side. This is what's keeping you warm. This is what will be against your skin, but to your hand, you're touching this soft material right here. So it has this dual-sided effect going on. So if you're folding that back to display it, oh, we have a fancy video on this. Let me get out of the way. Let's watch the video here and see what's going on. A little demonstration of the print, and there's the pom-poms. They're on the end of that little bit of elastic. There you can see how very soft that this actually is. And there's the zipper, mentioned that, so the hood can completely come off. Now there you are, all wrapped up.
Very Game of Thrones.
Very Game of Thrones, from what I understand, yes. Model who got no FaceTime modeling that.
That's right.
Poor
Is our
girl.
hand. Alright, now this is the green.
Oh,
wait,
oh, that's right,
okay,
yeah, we have other
that's not
colors.
a good picture. So there we go. There is the
Oh, I
red.
like that. That's the red.
And
So
I'll
that's
get
one of the other
let
options
me
we
get a
have.
better image of the green. 'Cause
And we'll find a picture of the green. You can see too how when the throw is stretched out, it's rectangular in shape. And then that hood is just a little extra attachment, zips on, zips off, so you can take it off if you don't care to have that. There's the green. I like that geometric print, or geometrical print as we're describing it. With that green and the various colors of green. I was mentioning to Stephanie before the show, talking about home decor and how green is an important color in our home. And so that would definitely get the thumbs up. I'm noticing too the little care tag on it. So let me read that. I'm assuming machine wash warm, tumble dry low, very, very traditional. Most of my throws, what I do is I do a delicate cycle anyways, cold water, just so they last a little bit longer. With most energy efficient, high efficiency machines, you can do a lot in cold water, delicate cycle, and things turn out fine. Don't use fabric softener, and that's a general rule for anything that is touching your body, sheets, throws, anything. Never use fabric softener. Don't use dryer sheets. They can actually diminish the soft feel that these items have, because those are putting a coating on things. And so towels as well. Never with towels. Never use dryer sheets. Never use fabric softener, because it will reduce the absorbency of your towels. So this is a really nice throw. It is a man. Now listen to this. This is about as high as it gets. After 51 reviews, 4.8 stars.
Go.
After 51. Didn't even get the grouch in there to drop the review down. Here's one, very happy with my purchase. It's very warm, soft, and just the perfect size. Much bigger than a throw. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess it might be. The Sherpa, next one says the Sherpa was well worth the money I paid for it. Nice and plush. Next one says colors are pretty, just as seen on TV. And it's a good size blanket. It's soft, and the Sherpa lining makes it really warm. I love my blankets. I bought several, which I'm planning on gifting. Everyone's referring to this as a blanket. I'm going to have to check the size on this. Excellent. Next one says excellent product, quality materials and design. Thanks, WIlsie. Thank you, James, for that review. So it might be larger than I was thinking it was.
We're getting there.
Okay, you know what? It is. It's 78 by 59. So that is blanket size. The blanket we had here earlier with the inspirational, with the psalm on it, was 80 by 60. This is 78 by 59, almost the exact same size. So again, this could be top of bed if you wanted to spread it out over your comforter. That's what before I left home, I had a feeling that the dogs would probably be sleeping on the bed. It's easier to launder this than the comforter, and so I just take the throw, spread it out on the bed, so now if the dogs are up, they're sleeping all day, not dealing with laundering the comforter, just one of these. Throws are the best gift to give. It's anyone will love it. Anyone, oh man, note to self. Still had one gift to buy, and I think I just took care of it. Because it literally, as I'm saying the word, anyone would love that. Just thought of that last person. Hey, we are going to continue here. Man, I don't know where this morning is going. 11:20 already.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
I know.
Well, we still have stuff.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff.
So
How are we going to show this, Stephanie?
I will help, but
Oh.
so this I checked and checked and checked the SKU. This is what they're going to get. Here, let me get this.
The one that we have on the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. So the image you're seeing there is similar as far as the color goes, the
Yeah.
foundation, the red, but the pattern will be different. So I'm going to lift this up
Yeah.
and show you the size and the pattern of this rug.
Oh, is it? No, it's not.
I know, threw me for a second there.
That's woven. That's like
This is
not a
really
print.
impressive for
Yeah.
$34.99. It is a poly cotton blend. Now they're calling this an indoor-outdoor carpet. I guess you could. My first thought is indoor use only, but I suppose it could be outdoor as well. Let me just show you what we keep staring at, because on the other side, is it the same pattern? It is the same pattern. The pattern looks different for some reason, but it's not. It's the same pattern. It's just kind of reverse color print from what you saw. If you wanted to display that side, I don't know why you couldn't.
You could put this on a wall.
That is an interesting thought, because this is nice enough. I would probably go vertically as opposed to horizontally. This could be a wall hanging. It's heavy. It's got some weight to it, so make sure that you're supporting it up well. But this, I'm going to read this whole description. I want to meet the person who writes these. Red Killam rug, 30% polyester, 30% polypropylene, 40% cotton. Bedroom rug, living room rug, indoor outdoor carpet, carpets for living room, bedroom.
Yeah.
They covered everything. I mean, that's
Just in case.
what was missing there. And again, it is $34.99. Now, this is the one that you're going to get. So ignore the image that you see there. Yeah, we can put this down. That's fine. I wish there was a way you could see this on the ground. It's so nice on the ground. Because here again, I'm just going to use this as an example, remembering that you're going to get that print, not this one. You can see a wood floor. Very nice, very cold to the feet. That's why these rugs are great. It's right. Oh, I thought it was by a bed. It's not. It's by a chair or a settee. Put these by the bed. So when you get out of bed first thing in the morning, your feet are touching something warm, comfortable, and not a cold floor. If you have a tile floor in our lower level, which is wonderful in the summer because it gets so hot here, it's nice to have a tile floor. But in the winter, it's not necessarily the best thing because even though it's Texas, it gets cold for us, and it's a cold floor. You put something like this down, and now you have something nice under your feet. And this is a woven rug. This is not what I was expecting to see when I saw that we had a rug in the show for $34.99. Most of the time you don't get woven pieces. You might have something that is a little bit more of a fiber, thick like a shag kind of thing. It's not as expensive to make. This is very expensive to make. Woven rugs are almost always going to be your most expensive. Some of the classic Persian rugs, they're basically woven. This is taking that same idea, that same theme, and weaving it. Now you do have the fringe on the ends. Again, classic. The size on this is 71 inches by 47. That's about 6 feet by 12, 24, about 6 feet by 4 feet is the size on this, so 24 square feet. So if you're looking to fill up some space in the living room, looking to fill up some space in the dining room, these are wonderful under tables, especially if you have a glass table so you can sit down and see it. Great to create an ambiance, like we did earlier with the table and the chair and the lamp. And then you have this down, just kind of signifying mentally, here's the border for that area. Here's the edges of that. So that becomes a personal space. Maybe you have kids who like to play on the floor, and they have a tendency to make messes. This is easier to clean than the carpeting that you have. So if you know that they might make a mess, or you just want a little designated play area for the kids when they come to visit, maybe the grandparents, this is nice. They know that this is the space that they play in. Don't take the paints, don't take the toys off of this. Just play in this little area here, the Play-Doh or anything that could make a mess. This gets dirty, so what? Maybe they're taking a snack over it, they're watching TV, take a snack, spill a beverage, fine. Easy to clean, easy to care for. And it is non-slip, which is very, very nice too. These are really well-made rugs. And for $34.99, I keep going back to that price. There's no way this should be a $34.99 price point for a rug of this size. I mentioned watching one of the other networks yesterday afternoon. They were doing some rugs. They had a clearance event going on. No way were there rugs. And they had a choice of 3. One was a runner and then 2 different size rugs. Were any of them going out at $34.99. And frankly, they were not this nice. This woven design is really well made and very expensive to do. So at this price point of $34.99, I again would encourage you to, and by the way, thank you for all of you who are joining us on our live stream, Instagram, Facebook. My mind has been so busy with the product, I've really dropped the ball on just pointing out who we are, what we do. We are Shop LC. You're watching our live stream. We do these twice a day, every day. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And we are also a television shopping network, so you can watch our shows live on TV 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have a website, shopwilsie.com. In fact, you can read reviews, and I'm going to do that. Some of the reviews that we have on this, one just says, larger than I thought. I'm going to pass it on to my niece, who will love it just as much as I do. Next one says, I love this pattern rug, so lovely. It's a wonderful addition to my home decor, adding a wonderful quality. And love Shop LC products. They're amazing. This says I ordered 2 of these. One's in my bedroom. Wish they had a runner. Yeah, unfortunately we don't. One of my granddaughters fell in love with the other rug, asked if I could put it in her room. So, of course, I gave it to her. She's so thrilled with it. She wanted to get a blanket and pillows just to sleep on it. She gives it 10 stars.
Okay.
I love that. Next one, the rug is beautiful. Everything from the colors to the pattern to the weaving is done to perfection. Doesn't weigh a ton. And its best part is lightweight and non-skid. Love it so much. Put it in my room. A lot of people posting pictures, too. I didn't even realize that was a thing you could do.
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see. Here.
Well,
Theoretically.
Well, look at that.
Is that her? I don't believe that that's her real picture.
Well, I don't know. Could be, but people are posting pictures of it, so
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
that is definitely real.
That is real.
Well, so if you want to go to the website, oh, that's cool. You can see photos of people and their rugs and where they put them, where they're using them. And so check that out. ShopLC.com is our website. One of my, are we doing this next?
I just was plugging it in for me. No.
And you would, yes. One of our favorites.
It is a favorite.
One of our favorites. Coming up next. Oh, I do love moments like that. Like I said, this is the day. Rainy, cold. This is the day you sit inside and you indulge. Now I'm going to show this to you first before I start demonstrating the product. This is a massager. And you can see the shiatsu-like action as those balls rotate inside of this padded case, protected case. There are controls on the side here which can alternate the direction and can also give you speed control and heat. Love this. Love this. Did I turn? Yes, I have the red. I don't know. You probably can't see the red light, but the red is telling me that the heat is on.
H is up.
Oh boy, we have sold thousands. Now here, what I'm doing is I'm using these little arm controllers to move it to right, that's the spot, right where I want it. Oh, and by pressing down on this, you can make it more or less intense. So if you want a greater intensity to it, just pull down on this a little bit. Otherwise, you can leave it to just give you more of a light massage. But when I get to that spot of my upper back, that's when I push down just a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and get into those knots, get into those areas. Have you ever tried to tell someone where you're feeling a knot in your back and just where that spot is that needs a little massage? Like, oh, up, no, up, too far, no, to the left, more to the left, too far, to the right. Do it yourself. It's so much easier, and you can get just the intensity that you want. I'm going to slowly just kind of work this down. So I got the upper back. Now I want to get down a little bit. I was starting to mention the price, because we have sold thousands of these at $99 and more. Oh, this is so good. $29.99. $29.99 is all you're spending today, and there's 3 payments on this. So $10 can get this home. Oh, is this amazing? Oh my word. Just everyone quiet for
You having a moment?
I am.
He's having a moment.
Oh, am I in heaven right now? Everybody has their own spot. For some it's lower back, some it's upper back. Me, it's always been more upper back, usually. If I am sitting for long periods, then my lower back will start to bother me. But usually it's upper, and especially this area right by the shoulder blades. Oh, that is just, this is hitting that spot perfectly. Right by my shoulder blades. It would be a tough area for me to explain precisely where I needed someone to give me a massage. Now, there are controls on the side here. I'm going to go back because I'm making some adjustments. And change the intensity just a little bit. So we call it a neck massager. Yes, that's what it was designed for, but obviously for any place, waist, neck, back, even your legs, you could put this, if you needed a leg massage, put your leg right in between that area where because there's two sets of nodules or inside there that rotate around, and you can get yourself a very nice leg massage. So if you pulled a muscle in your upper leg in particular, be wonderful there. And now I gotta move this down just a little bit. And again, you'll notice how easy this is to adjust. I have moved this quite a ways from where it started in my upper neck, simply by how I just wriggle this up and down using these arm straps here. So it's very easy to do, and does such a beautiful job, I was starting to say, and then it just demonstrated that so perfectly. Now you see, now I gotta go down just a little bit more here. It's the best $29.99 you'll probably ever spend at this network. Whenever I get asked what my favorite item was that I've purchased from WIlsie, most people think something watch, jewelry. It actually is one of our TENS units. Now, TENS units are the ones that send that little jolt to the muscle. Love mine. Best purchase I ever made. Anything health and wellness related, I'm always recommending. And massagers are right up there because it's a quality of life thing. And I go back to my TENS unit because first time my mother-in-law ever came to visit, 3 years ago, I guess it was now. And she's from Puerto Rico. Her English is good, but it's not great. But we were able to communicate nicely, and she was having an issue with her arm. And so I got up my TENS unit and put it on her, and just the universal language of relief was just vivid on her face, and it made me feel so good that she now owns one, actually. Same thing with these massagers. When you have someone who's visiting and, oh boy, they're not feeling their best, it's the worst thing in the world. You know, they've traveled to come and visit you. When you have something like this, and you say, you know what, let me just try something here. And there's no learning curve for this. You put it around them and turn it on. And when you're giving them relief, now they're in a happier place, and they're going to enjoy their time visiting you even more. And of course, you can use this anytime you need it, but it's that gift of health and wellness. I'm applying a little more pressure now. I got my arms out a little bit more because I'm trying to get this into those muscles now just a little bit more. Wow, as I turn around and I see what Stephanie's digging up for us, look at this. Neck massager.
It's on sale.
Boy, that is really similar. Yeah, $149. I was just looking, we covered some brand names, and that's about it, but the controls even look to be very similar on the side. And it is on sale at $149, down from $249. So that's very fair. I have seen them and that's a fairly recent one too. November 1st was the date on that. But no, I was putting my arms a little bit more just to kind of get those nodules into my muscles just a little bit more. And so it's very easy to do, so you can get just that right spot. Nice thing about these two is if you're sitting in a chair, this could actually, if you want to get your lower back, you wouldn't even need to use these straps. You could just place this in the lower back part of your chair, and just as you're sitting there, this would give you a very nice little lower back massage just as you're kind of leaning back into your chair. So you don't have to use those straps. If the lower back is your issue, put it in your favorite chair, watch TV, sit back, relax, and just get that, that really is nice, just get that massage as you're sitting in your chair. So I guess our theme again continues, cold, rainy day. These are the kind of things that make those days a lot more enjoyable. And when it's only $29.99, it just plugs right in, comes to you with the cord, just plugs right into any outlet, and simple controls on this. The sleeve does come off, I guess, for cleaning. If you needed to spot clean this, I guess you could. Don't know, so that's something you need to worry about that often, though. But very well made, very, very well made, and $29.99. And it's time to, these reviews will be interesting. I'm sure everybody loves it. Hard to keep to myself, first one says, or most recent one says. It works well for my tight neck muscles and provides great relief. I found my boyfriend using it and I had difficulty getting him to stop. I really should pre-read these. Let me start this again. I don't have to censor anything. It's just the line just struck me as funny. Let's start this again. It works well for my tight neck muscles and provides great relief. I found my boyfriend using it and I had difficulty getting him to stop drooling while he was appreciating its magic. Great line.
Stop drooling.
Great line. I mean, that's a visual, but you can just imagine that it is that good. Next one says, I love that the kneading neck massage is designed the way it is. I can use it all over my back, arms, legs, and feet. Someone says, I hope it works as well. I got it as a Christmas gift. Oh, they're gonna love it. I love everything I've ordered from Shop WIlsie. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you all. Well, isn't that sweet? Rose, that was very nice of you. And Marilyn says, I bought this as a Christmas gift for my best friend because I like mine so much. Well, that's the ultimate testimonial, isn't it? If you love something so much that you buy one for someone else, that's a very nice thing to do, and you will love it. Oh, man, I do. I feel like a new person now. There's something about that. Just neck and back massage wakes you up, rejuvenates you. You are ready to go. Actually, we are going to visit an item next that I presented with Dan 2 weeks ago now, and we sold hundreds of these.
It's so cute.
I'm shocked we have any remaining. I thought we had sold them out, but we still have a few.
The cats are gone, I think.
The cats, okay, yeah, the cats are probably sold out. That's what it was, yes, it was the cats and the dogs. Of the rooster wall clock, this is only $19.99. Yeah, we did, that's right, we brought these out we had the cats and the dogs, and now we have the rooster remaining, because this is another one of those classic kind of takes me back to my childhood items. For generations, a rooster wall clock in a kitchen has been a thing. My grandmother had one, and I can picture it clear as day in my head. I haven't seen that thing hanging since she moved out of that home in 1979, I guess it would have been. But I can picture that rooster wall clock, and I am sure going back generations before that, it's been a thing. Now hers was probably some sort of a mechanical, I don't remember that, but I remember the rooster, I remember the clock mechanism. This is a quartz battery operated movement. So just one AA battery, and then the little hook for the nail in the wall, all that you need right there, and it is ready to hang and ready to display. And it's just a classic look for the kitchen. I've been in many a restaurant that have these hanging in the restaurant, especially diners and places like that are creating a certain vibe. There was a restaurant when I was growing up called Grandma's Kitchen, and it was as quaint as the name sounds. And I remember they had one of these in their dining room. And so any of those kind of places where you're creating this down home ambiance. We love going to Cracker Barrel. Great restaurant. Love it. They always have things hanging on the walls, old license plates and products and things. This is the kind of thing you would expect to see hanging, and I'm sure in some Cracker Barrel somewhere there is some of these hanging on display, because this just fits in with that whole vibe. Man, I could go for one of their grandma samplers right now. The best breakfast you will ever have. What do they put in that little hash brown casserole? Oh, love that. But this creates that kind of vibe in your home, in your kitchen, in your breakfast nook, in your dining room. When you want to create a very warm and welcoming vibe, that's what this does. And I want to show you, just stepping out of the way for a second here, so just so you can see the clock element itself, because this is large enough that even from a distance, you can clearly read the time of day. So it's an easy to read clock. Arabic numerals mark all the hours, and then you have a black against white hour hand, minute hand, second hand, even down to the minutes being marked on the dial. So you can get a very precise read of the time. And isn't that just, oh, and we do have, that's right, there's color choices here. That is the brown that you're seeing up there. I have the black version right here. So we do still have the two color choices both available. But what I'm starting to say is just it's easy to read. So the practicality is there, but this old charm, this style that you saw 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago is still around, and they're still very popular. And one of these hanging in your kitchen now is going to create those memories that I just shared. Those are memories you're now going to give your grandkids, that you're going to give your great grandkids, because they're going to remember this. There's just something about it that stands out in our little heads because it's whimsical, but yet it ties in with the charm of a kitchen or of a home. I live in a very rural area, and so something like this just kind of fits in with the whole rural vibe. And at $19.99, we have 2 payments on it. $10 can get these home. We just debuted this literally 2 weeks ago, I think it was, Dan and I, and sold thousands of them. Sold out of the cat, sold out of the dog. We only have the rooster remaining, and they're still only $19.99. That's the price we were given for the special price for that show. It's still being honored, so you can still get one of these for only $19.99. Now, obviously, it's a resin material that it's made out of, but the quartz movement that you have here, accurate, reliable, dependable, easy to set. 1 AA battery, all that you need. Has the little dial on the back here that you just use to set your time. 11:42, where we are right now. So now we have an accurate little clock, and I'll bet if you look around the room you're in right now, you have some wall space. You have a little spot on the wall somewhere where one of these could go. It's about 12 by 12 inches, so you have that little bit of wall space. In fact, you even have a clock in the room that you're in right now. Since we all have gotten married to our smartphones, wall clocks and things like this have kind of gone away. You don't see them. There's not a lot of market for grandfather clocks anymore, actually. That's one of those things that, boy, 20, 30, 40 years ago, big market for it, but not anymore. No one wants them. And it's kind of a shame, because how often now do you not have your phone around you, or you're not wearing a watch, and all of a sudden you're saying, what time is it? You look around, there's not a wall clock to be found. And we've had that experience in our home, which is why I share that. So now you have one at least in the kitchen, and it's only $19.99 to get the kind of cool theme and decor that you have with that too. And it's easy to read. So even from a distance, let me get out of the way again. I mean, you can see very clearly that even from a distance, it's easy to be able to read the time on it, so it's not something you have to walk right up to in order to see. And it's $19.99. So we have, speaking of time, about 15 minutes remaining with you. What's our theme this afternoon? It's gold or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit more cohesive.
Yeah.
Gold and gems and gold.
Gold and gems. Okay.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier that we produce a lot of our own jewelry. You'll see an example of that come up this afternoon, but probably going to be some pieces that are closeouts as well. So we'll share some of those with you. That will be back at 2 Central, 3 Eastern time this afternoon. We get your wall clock now at $19.99. We are going to squeeze in a couple more deals before we have to take a little break. Let your friends know about these live streams that we do. We do them every day, twice a day, and it's always a cool way to just kind of sample our inventory in a little more laid-back format. And actually, the next thing we're going to show you, I believe, let me just double check before I say anything. Oh, this is not,
Oh, that's sharp.
oh, this is not the one I was, in a good way. I like this. Jewelry box, storage. Same thing at $19.99. Now, that just sitting out is good looking. That is a good looking jewelry box just sitting out, even if you just had very little in it. That is good looking. The thing that threw me on this is we just had one the other night. And I like this, by the way, this little latch on the front, very easy to open up. And there's an image of it actually too. I'll just let that video play for a second so you can see all the different compartments a little bit easier, because it has the drawer on the bottom, which is a nice little extra feature. It does have a lock and key mechanism, just it's designed just to keep little hands out of it. But look at how much you can actually get in here. This is making very keeps it from getting moved around and all tangled up. What I'm starting to do, I was going to show you how this is modular. So if you want to take this out, that would leave me one much larger space right there. That is nice if you have big bangles, if you have necklaces that don't bend or fold easily. They're great in that large pocket because you don't want to take a necklace that doesn't or isn't designed to bend that much, start twisting and bending it around. Take this out, you've got a large pocket right there. I'm going to put it back in because then you can use that to keep bracelets or whatever you want separate. There is a completely separate earring holder here. This is designed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pairs of earrings. Now, if you start putting hoop earrings on here, and actually you could, because they could overlap on the sides. That might take up a little bit more space, but otherwise 9 pairs of earrings can go right here. The ring rolls are generous in this. Many times, in fact, let me just see. You'll probably get, that's a bigger ring, at least 2, depending on the ring size, 3 rings in each one of those rolls. So considering you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Conservatively, you've got room for probably 24 rings, maybe up over 30, again, depending on the size of your ring. Did you see that thing there?
Oh, no.
I don't know what that means.
Well, it's not good.
Okay, I'll keep going here just in case someone's watching somewhere, but we have a error message there. You might be watching on Instagram. I don't know. That's a completely different hookup. And then on the bottom is where the drawer is placed. So here you have room for 6 bracelets. Watches could go in here. Lie them out if you have collectible coins, things that you want to keep safe and secure inside of this drawer. Great. Now just remember the lock wouldn't work on this, so anything in here could be taken out without having to worry about the lock mechanism on that. And same thing, this is modular as well. So if I'm going to take this out, set that aside somewhere, you've got enough space here. What did I do with my ruler? Let me grab my ruler because that's 10 by about 6.5. Photos, mementos, keepsakes. Passport, logical, yes. Great idea. ID cards, anything at all that you wanted to keep, other than jewelry, could go inside of this drawer. So that's a nice little extra feature that this one has that most don't. Most of the jewelry boxes aren't going to be that brilliantly designed, and it's handsome. It's just when it's sitting out, it's good looking. I can't say that about every one that we see. That is good looking. In fact, one of the first reviews that I see here says best jewelry case I ever had. Separate compartments for rings, necklaces, bracelets, beads. Beads. Yeah, that would be good in there too. Bangles, a private key. I bought 3, 1 for real gold, the second for silver, and 3 for a mix of my most used jewelry.
I killed this review.
And then the next review says, yes, I would like to have 1 more. Can you send to me? Doesn't hurt to...
Right? And I'm sure a personal shopper probably called her
Doesn't
back.
hurt to ask. I'm sure. I would hope. Stacy said, great quality. I recommend this. Dolores, very nice. Really pretty. Love it.
Oh, what is...
And some photos. Okay. Oh, okay.
Did she send the... Where's the picture? Okay, she just sent us a picture. Okay, all right.
Okay, and just some photos. So that's nice. Very happy. Nice jewelry box. Looks beautiful inside.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, okay. Well constructed, good size, attractive, practical. So, and some we've had this box a while. Some of those might be one that we keep reordering because some of those go back a ways. And when an item is successful, we will, on occasion, go back and continue to bring them back. But and I wanted to go back and touch on that one, gold, silver, and other things. I do something similar at home. I have the pieces of jewelry I wear all the time. That is in a box that I keep much more accessible. And so when I go to those certain rings and bracelets, I know that they're in there. And then I have a different one where I segment out some of the pieces that I don't wear as often, more occasion based. So I can relate to that having a couple different jewelry boxes, because there's the one where you have the pieces I use all the time. Watches, same thing for me. I have the watches I wear all the time. Those are in a different box than the watches that I don't wear all that often. So there's definitely an argument to be made for getting a couple of these. We have the black color only, it looks like, at this point. We did have other colors in the past. There is budget pay on this if you're interested in a $10 initial payment to get one of these home. It makes very efficient use of the size. It doesn't look like it holds a lot, but the way it's engineered, it does. It holds a great deal inside of this. What did I say about, I'm guessing probably about 36 rings at the most, anywhere 24 to 36 at the most, depending on the size of your rings. And then the 6 compartments. The long compartment, if you don't have a lot of earrings, some people aren't earring people, then you still want, actually even if you were, you still have room in this other long slot running horizontally there for other items. So $19.99, that is it. Now we do, if you like the idea of a jewelry box, but maybe that one wasn't for you, on our website, we have a lot more. You can go to our website and search jewelry boxes. We have watch specific boxes. We have jewelry boxes of every size, shape, some for travel, some with mirrors. There's a lot there. And this is a good time to be doing that because our clearance event has just started. So this is a good time to be shopping for all of our clearance items. All right, speaking of clearance, you have a choice of 3 shungite bracelets in the dragon, the elephant, or the lion. Your price for any of these,
Well,
man, $19.99. Oh wait, well, one's 19, the others are 24. Either
The
way,
dragon. which
dragon is
cool.
$19.99,
Yeah.
$24.99 for the elephant or the lion. Either way, $25 for one of these bracelets is unheard of. When we debuted these, and I still remember it like it was yesterday, we sold out of a shungite bracelet. I did the show as part of the launch, and it was $120. In fact, our first shows never featured these bracelets, and I bought one at the Tucson Gem Show in 2017 before we ever launched this gemstone. And all the initial pieces we did were all faceted, and people were saying, "Where's Shawn's bracelet? Where's Shawn's bracelet? Why aren't you selling his bracelet?" And it took about another year before we did. And I'll tell you what happened. You will notice, there, you can see on this image, how it has a shine to it. It has a sheen to it. The original ones never had that. And what happened when I got my bracelet, since they didn't polish it like this, is, remember, this is a carbon-based mineral. And I put the bracelet on for the first time, went to take it off, and I had a black streak on my hand, and I thought it was doing something to my skin. It wasn't. It was just a carbon. And so it took a while for that to stop happening every time I wore it, and eventually it did. Well, our buyers were concerned, and rightfully so, that what was going to happen is people would get the bracelet home, have that same experience, and send it back because, they weren't sure what was happening. It was harmless. Well, so they finally found a way to polish it so that from the get-go, that doesn't happen. This is not a coating. They're not putting anything over the shungite because you want that shungite in contact with your wrist. And you can do your own research. I don't have time to go into the whole shungite story and what many people believe that it does, and I'm one of them because I've experienced the benefits of it. And so it's not anything, it's not like they somehow put a coating of something over it. No, it's just they found a way to polish the shungite. So you get this sheen, and it eliminates that initial carbon reaction that I experienced and you would have experienced had they not taken the time to figure this out. So I'm glad that they did that. But the bottom line was we debuted it, and it was a $120 bracelet. Now it's $24.99, unless you want the dragon, then it's $19.99, and that's the only addition. Otherwise, it's all shungite beads. It's just going to have the little charm, which is in sterling silver, actually.
Yeah.
That is a silver charm that you're going to get for $24.99, or in the case of the dragon, $19. There's the elephant. Note too how they designed it so the trunk does appear to be going up. That is a sign of good luck, and so they take the end of the trunk and just curve it a little bit. And there's your lion's head. Looks like the MGM lion to a little bit at the casino in Vegas. Looks like their image of it, but it is just simply a lion's head design. That is also in sterling silver. And then you have all of the shungite beads. And let me show you again. This does fit me. So if the guys are wondering if they can wear it, I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist, no gap in between any of the stones, so it fits me just fine. I honestly wear mine more than any other piece of jewelry, period. I don't wear it on air anymore just because it causes confusion in the call center. They get bombarded with calls about it. So, but otherwise in my everyday life, I grab a watch, I grab my shungite bracelet. I'm ready to face the day. It is always on my wrist, always, always, always without fail. And I have experienced benefits from it outside of just, that's a good looking bracelet. And that's why I bought it, was just, that's a good looking bracelet. No one else has one, I want one. Well, then I started reading about this gemstone, and you can do this too. I'll tell you what I did. I took a Sunday afternoon, I saw one YouTube video about shungite, and someone was doing a little demonstration with it. Well, I went down the rabbit hole, and I literally lost a Sunday afternoon going through all the different YouTube videos about this gemstone and learning about it. And I'm telling you from my own experience, when I took my year and I was doing a desk job, working a computer a lot, and a mouse, which I'm not used to, because I'm a Mac guy, I was used to the pad, not used to working a mouse, I started getting wrist pain. I put my shungite bracelet on, and it took care of it. So that's my experience with this gemstone. So I firmly believe there's something to this. I don't maybe go as deep as some people do with it, but I know what I have experienced, and I've done the little demonstrations with the radiation detector, electromagnetic field detector. That sold me on that as well. But I know we're running late here. Let me just kind of put a bow on everything here, just explain what's going to happen. Everything that we had, and everything, because I saw Stephanie loading in the other items we didn't get to.
There's so much good stuff. We didn't get the sunglasses.
Sunglasses didn't get to.
The jewelry kit with the bracelet buddy and the screws and the.
Oh, I forgot about the jewelry kit.
Maybe we can show that this afternoon.
We'll try and get to, yeah, because some of this is just too good, but it's all shoppable now.
Yeah.
Stephanie's entered all of this information in, so it's all shoppable. So you can find all of these items available at many at clearance pricing as well. But this afternoon we're coming back. We do have a jewelry theme, but yeah, some of these we have to try and squeeze in as well. So it's gonna be a busy afternoon. We've got a lot of ground to cover. 2 hours to do it, starting at 3 Eastern, 2 Central Time. And if you're watching us from our Canadian friends as well, yes, we do ship to Canada as well, so you can check us out as well. I don't know how the shipping works with that. Might be a different shipping charge than usual, but your call center agent or the website will help you figure that out. Anyway, couple hour break, and we'll see you back right here.
All right, bye to Instagram. All right, this could be a little bit of a delay. Bye y'all. Sorry about my hand.
So long.
And now. Okay.
What happened? We just lost our connection there for a second, or?
Yeah, and that's the first time that has not happened since